Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Game Poke, the show where we cover gaming related topics and talk a load of old bollocks. But today's bollocks is another fun one on the Master System. We are continuing our journey through the many genres of different video games on this system. And today's ones, in case you couldn't figure out from the title of the video, puzzle games. Yes, seeing as recently covered Tetris games on Game Boy, I thought, keep that theme going for a bit longer. Let's do the puzzle games that are available on the Master System. There ain't many, but I've picked 5. And now we're going straight into it to see which one I pick first. It ain't what you expected. It's Clax. Now, what the fuck is Clax? Well, I first got this game a few years ago when I went to Comic-Con. That's right, I went to Comic-Con and found a game. Don't do that no more, do you? Unless it's PS2. Anyway, this game is surprisingly fun and very weird. I don't know what they were smoking when they came up with this one. So you are in charge of these coloured tiles that come flippity-floppeting towards the... I don't know, it's like a basket. It's meant to grab them. The sound effects, though, they get your heart going after a while, because you play it in one speed, and then when the next level comes through and they're going faster, I feel like you feel more pressured into fucking it up. Listen, give you a little example. First slow and then a bit faster. Now faster. See what I mean? That little build-up can help you balls things up. It's a very simple game. It's line up, 3 of the same colour sort of shit. You can do it up, you can do it diagonal. Can you do it across? I can't remember. I think you can, but honestly I can't remember on that one. You can drop the tiles if you're not there quick enough, but you can also grab more than one in the basket at any given time. This is something that can take a lot of practice to master, really, because it's not always what you picked up last is the first one to go down or whatever the fuck. You've got to be careful with what you're doing. Like there's one point where the game asks you to do diagonals, and it only wants diagonals. You can't continue until you've done several diagonals. This is where I tend to balls it the most. I can't wrap my head around the diagonals sometimes. I think, right, if I lay this out here and lay that out there, then I'll be able to do that. And then I never get the fucking colour I want. So I just balls it up and fill the screen, and whoops. I will say there is a lot going on in the screen. I mean, look from it, just look. All of this crap going on around with the car park and shit like that. It's a very colourful game. And unlike some other puzzle games, it's not bare. You can't accuse this game of being bare on the graphics. There's a lot there, it's just a lot of it is irrelevant. Whatever, who cares? Is the game fun? Oh yes, this is a fun game. It's strange, not many people talk about Clax though. You know, it's not a famous, I would say, it's not a famous puzzle game on anything that's ever been released on. But it is a fun one. Is it the best version of Clax ever? I don't fucking know. I don't know anything. I just want to show you this. Clax. It is fun, trust me. Next game. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Also known as Puyo Puyo. But this version does have a really cool cutscene at the start. Look at that. That's quite impressive for Master System. Give it its due. It is pretty cool for a Master System game. But how does the game play? Well, I'll tell you what, it's a lot tougher than the Mega Drive one. It's basic in graphics, and I think that helps in the simplicity of the game, if I'm honest. But fuck me, this is tough. Level 1 is tough. From the word go, this game doesn't give you any breaks. I mean, when I thought I'm finally like getting ahead of the opponent, I'm getting to get one over him, you know, fuck him up. No, he fucks me up. This game, unlike Clax, isn't a case of connecting 3. You got to connect 4, I believe. And they can be in any which way. They don't have to be up or diagonal. They just got to be connected. The colours just have to be touching each other, which is pretty good. But at the same time, it doesn't matter too much. The only way to win in this game isn't just match 4 of another colour. Nah, you've got to try and rig it so that the next one that comes down will connect 4 of one colour, but at the same time, it will make something fall so that it connects 4 of another colour. That's the only way to win. To be able to plan ahead and think, okay, I'm going to do this, but I need that to do that at the same time. Otherwise, the opponent's only going to get a pissy little bit of, not damage, so they get these white blobs. They only get a few of them. You want them to get a lot, because those fucking things get in the way and screw it all up for you. That's how you lose, when you can't connect the colours you want to connect, because there's one of these sodding things in the way. But of course, the whole time you're trying to do that to the computer's trying to do that to you. So when I was playing this for this video, I was slowly winning and then I was slowly losing. I eventually managed to turn it around, but it took a long time. I was recording footage for this game a lot longer than I was supposed to. So it's tough. This is way tougher than that of the Mega Drive version of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine or Puyo Puyo. Game Gear one, what's it like compared to the Game Gear one? I don't know. I don't know which is more difficult, if I'm honest with you. This is a fun one, but it's bloody challenging. So if you think you're shit hot at Puyo Puyo, prove it. Have a go at this one. It's very different. Next game. Baku Animal. I won't lie, upon researching and planning for this video on puzzle games for the Master System, I was actually going to do a different game. But there was a problem and I couldn't get footage for it, so I thought, you know what, let's leave that to another day. So I won't mention that game, it's just maybe another time. So I thought, okay, I got to think of another puzzle game. And I thought, what about that Baku one I've heard about? What a weird game. But surprisingly, fun. Shit you not, this game was quite fun. So it's not a case of just connect 3 or connect 4. Match colours, match this. No. You got to put a bit more effort into it. Say you get 3 carrots. I know. It doesn't matter. You could fill the screen with fucking carrots. Until you get a rabbit, it doesn't matter. Because the rabbit is what makes all the carrots disappear because he eats them. Same with monkeys with bananas, dog with bones, panda with bamboo. I think that's all of them. I believe. It doesn't sound very complicated, and it isn't. First time playing this, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I just gave it my all. And I have to say, after a while, I was quite enjoying myself. This game is fun and strangely addictive. It looks bizarre as all balls. It is weird. I have no idea who came up with this shit. The Master System version is the only one I've ever played. The Baku series. I know is there one on the Saturn? I can't remember. There's some others on some other consoles, but this is the only one I've ever played. It is a lot of fun. Graphically, for Master System, it's not epic, but I think that's because this is a tech toy game. So it is what it is in terms of graphics. You know, you're not going to get much better. It's very cropped down. Maybe there was a Game Gear one that this is based off of. I'm not too certain on that one. It's done one of them really annoying things for me. While I love video games with story and all that, I hate puzzle games with a lot of our story, and here's some fucking story. To which I skipped because I just didn't give 2 shits. I don't want story with puzzle games. I want the fucking puzzle. That's what I came here for. Puzzle games are the kind of things that you pick up and you can play for 5 minutes. Or 5 hours. That's the great thing about them. You can put in as much time as you like. But if you've only got a little bit of time, I don't want a fucking story. I hate that. Yes, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine also had story, but it was just as skippable, if not more so, because the only way to get the story to appear on the Master System version of that is to wait long enough. This, it starts when you start a level or whatever, and then you have to skip it. I know. It is a lot of fun, though. Musically, it's meh. Graphically, it's also meh. But the gameplay makes up for it, so none of that shit matters, because gameplay, that's the most important thing. Next game. Penguin Land. Penguin Land. Yes, Penguin Land. I won't lie. I suck at this. I suck at Penguin Land. Which is annoying because the game looks so cool. It's graphically wonderful. The idea of how to play it, very clever. I do really like the game. But fuck me, am I shit at it. I cannot get any good, no matter what I do. The idea is to get the egg all the way to the bottom, basically. Easier said than done, because no matter what I do, I crack the damn thing. I won't lie, for some stupid reason, whilst recording this footage that you see here, I had it in my mind I had to knock the other animals out by dropping the egg on them. It's only after a while I realised, yeah, that doesn't work. That's not what you're supposed to do. I know, I'm stupid. I've completely forgotten that that's not how you play it. I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to be honest. That was the case. Yeah. Go me. Whatever. It is very fun. It is a really cool game. And that little penguin bastard, he's appeared in many other games. Famicom, mostly to my knowledge. I've got a couple of Famicom games that have the penguin character in it. I couldn't tell you the name of the guy. Something Japanese, sorry. Pretty sure it's the same character though. There's a Famicom game called Binary Land. That's a really clever puzzle game. Really clever. It's the only Famicom cartridge I own that's bright pink. If I remember, I'll show you a picture here of the cart and what it looks like. That's a great game. I'm pretty sure it's the same penguin character. It's just, this is the only one we got of him on the Master System. Maybe there's something else on the Japanese exclusive, but for PAL territories, we just got this one. And yeah, I can't show you a lot more footage of the game because I didn't get very far. It is good though. It's just I'm not. Next game. And indeed, the final game, Columns. Columns. Here we go. This is the puzzle game that I'm honestly best at. I can last a damn long time playing Columns. I just get in the zone. You know when you're playing a game and there's shit happening all around you at the speed of light and you're looking at the screen, you're not blinking, you're just concentrating on the game, kind of like I am to you now and freaking you out. This is my game for that. I can play this forever. I love it. It gets speedy as hell. There's many different ways to do it. The rules are very simple. Line up, free, minimum of any colour. It can be diagonal, long ways, upright, doesn't matter. Is this the best version of Columns though? Well, to be honest, the best looking version is Mega Drive, but I honestly think the Mega Drive is the worst version of Columns. Not that it's bad. It isn't bad on the Mega Drive, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's not as good as some of the other ports. I honestly think the Game Gear version is the best. It just is. The best way to play the Master System one is with anything that isn't a Master System controller, because that D-pad will fuck you up. The Game Gear has a better D-pad, because it's cropped more, it's like the screen's focusing on the game rather than all the shit around. If you look at this version of Columns, there's pointless crap around, and unlike Clax, which had a load of cool shit, this has got next to nothing. Not that it matters, it's irrelevant, I'm just pointing it out. This is kind of like the mid-quality port of the game. Mega Drive at the bottom, Master System in the middle, Game Gear at the top. But the Game Gear and Master System one play almost identical, it's just the Game Gear one's that little bit better for play, in my opinion. Graphically, this game is obviously nowhere near as good as the Mega Drive one. Don't really give a shit. The fact that everything's smaller, all the gems are smaller than the Mega Drive one, I think really helps towards being able to play this thing. I don't need sodding great blocks and gems and shit. It's irrelevant. Don't need it. Music here, take it or leave it. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just there, it exists. Who cares? But the gameplay is fantastic. This is my favourite puzzle game on the system. Yeah, because, like, you know me, I'm a big fan of Shanghai. I don't consider Shanghai a puzzle game, although I suppose people would call it that. To me, it's more in, like, a family or board game genre, or something like that. I wouldn't say it's puzzle, but hey, Wikipedia probably has it listed as fucking puzzle. I can't remember. Either way, Columns is awesome. Don't know why I'm going on a Shanghai rant. I guess I look for any excuse to talk about Shanghai. I'll shut up now. Completely, in fact. Thank you very much for watching today's episode of Game Poke. I hope you enjoyed it. There's not a lot to talk about when it comes to puzzle games. It's just a genre that I wanted to cover because we recently did Tetris on Game Boy, as I said. If there's any other puzzle games you think should have been mentioned here, let me know. Also, let me know what genre of Master System games you would like checked out next. I know people want adventure and that, RPGs, platformers, fighting games. There's not a lot. I don't know if we could even make 5, but we could cover the ones that do exist. Hey, anyway, that's enough of that. I'll shut up. Thank you very much for watching once again. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that other jazz. I'll see you next time.